I am Lord Strad von Zarovi. You must be the Paladin.
Hey! What's up everybody, awkward silence here I guess. Welcome to another DnDMemes video. How are you guys doing? Hope you're having a wonderful day. Before jumping into the video, I just want to remind you if you want to smash the like button because, you know, it helps out and I appreciate it a lot. So thank you so much if you do that. But yeah, with that being said, I hope you enjoyed the video. Different sexualities are a very underutilized weapon of DMs. I roll to seduce the NPC. They're not actually interested in you. That's actually so much easier if you want to deal with a bard rather than having to, I don't know, like make them roll high or whatever. You just tell them that it's impossible because they're not interested at all. Chalk this up under awesome things that I never want to see again. The Elder Brain Dragon with a breath weapon that can make you an illithid. Or, as I've named it, the Nope that. Very accurate name, Jesus Christ. Never participate in a FAE-sponsored student exchange program. Each year, the townsfolk selected one child to give to the woods. The woods gave one in return. So yeah, Tim is not coming back. He's either my archfey father's slave, my hag-on's breakfast, or my dryad sister's cock by now. Well, the breakfast is definitely the worst. I don't know how much different the slave and the cock are, or which one is really worse. Sure you can, but why would you? When someone explains that you can play an artificer without guns and tech. Interesting. You know what else is interesting? Grenades. DMs be like. What people think it's like being the dungeon master. What it's actually like being the dungeon master. I wonder if he's trying to get the PCs to fight between each other or with NPCs, but I guess it doesn't matter. Guess what the event was? I guarantee that you'll never get it. Due to your stunt last session, I have downloaded a document containing every disease in D&D. Welcome to the games. Oh, you... Hold on, is there an explanation for what the context is? Okay. Okay, I'm gonna read this, I guess. Fennec Fox tried to lick a dead shadow demon goop. Got a contagious disease that slowly turns them into a mindless warforged, for some reason. There's nothing wrong with only playing 5th edition, goddammit. Jesus Christ, this is a D&D sub. Stop insisting on trying other systems. If I get tired of 5th edition, I will, but please shut up. I guess I missed something and people hated on 5th edition more than usual. Oh no, wait. You roll a 20 on the intimidation check against the frail old man. Roll for initiative, pulls out a dusty old character sheet and laughs. Well, good luck on that one now. Yeehaw. Why would someone raise 100,000 abyssal chickens? 145,000. Enough to kill a Tiamat. Because you never know when you're gonna need to use chickens to kill a Tiamat. Please no. Oh, you're a bard? Seduce me. Jesus, okay, that is nightmare. That is just nightmare material. What the f is that? You would not part an old man from his walking stick. A bit of fun historical trivia for your Dungeons and Dragons cleric. Both gaming history and history. In earlier editions of Dungeons and Dragons, clerics were typically proficient only with bludgeoning weapons, with the rationale being that clerics aren't supposed to shed blood. Further, this rule was often claimed to be inspired by actual historical dicta issued by the medieval Catholic Church governing the conduct of their clergy. Historically, it's true that the medieval church did, at various times, issue rules against members of the clergy owning and wielding weapons of war. These rules were issued because many priests and bishops were also wealthy landowners, and often became involved in military entanglements with other landowners. And at least some of those priests and bishops weren't satisfied with leading from the rear. Many were apparently very keen on getting their hands dirty in person and had to be firmly reminded that it's not great optics for a bishop to be out there lopping people's heads off. However, there's no historical evidence that any priests ever tried to work around those rules by restricting themselves to blunt weapons in order to avoid shedding blood. This is not surprising. For one, the church dicta against priests getting involved in combat weren't always phrased in terms of bloodshed, and even when they were, nobody could reasonably claim that bashing someone's head in with a mace doesn't shed blood. Even so, The idea of priests wielding blunt weapons in order to avoid violating rules against shedding blood is not a modern invention. It's basically a 1,000-year-old urban legend. Now, here's the twist. Some martially inclined priests did make a point of carrying staves or rods in battle, but not for that reason. The preponderance of evidence suggests that it wasn't about avoiding bloodshed, but about plausible deniability. A staff or a rod could reasonably be claimed to be a symbol of office rather than a weapon, and rules against participating in battle typically didn't rule out simply being present at a battle in order to rally the troops. So, if you're a priest or a bishop who preferred the personal touch, and somebody was like, we literally caught you on an active battlefield carrying what is clearly a weapon, you could be all like, hey, this isn't a mace, it's a rod, and it's a symbol of your ecclesiastic authority. You are present at that battle purely to lend moral support to your side's troops. And if you just happened to be approached by hostile soldiers and consequently were obliged to bash their heads in with this heavy metal rod that you just happened to have on your person, well, that's unfortunate, but self-defense is self-defense, right? From this, we can take away two things. The tradition of rules lawyering is embedded in the game's historical inspiration just as much as its own history. And second, the fact that you're playing a respectable cleric doesn't mean you can't be just awful. That was really nice, actually. Of course I can use it. It's not an edged weapon, is it? I'm trying to picture what sort of holy order that guy could conceivably be a member of, such that he'd be able to claim with a straight face that a wrecking ball is a symbol of office, and every possibility is amazing. When you don't coordinate and everybody shows up with a human fighter. You have my sword, and you have my sword, and my sword. Well, isn't that just great? Now you have 3 swords from 3 different fighters. Dang, it's a real shame that all the tabaxi got haunted for their pelts. Allowing every race at the detriment of your setting or game. Letting players know what you're comfortable with letting them play and communicating that. Genocide all the races that you don't want in-game and make it a plot point. It's funny that I've actually seen that happening before. Like the last one. Illithid dragons have come a long way. How it started versus how it's going. Is that first one like an early version of the Illithid dragon or something? Jesus Christ, both look incredibly disturbing anyway. I mean... Monk is absolutely busted. My DM and me, who accidentally min-maxed my first character. Accidentally you say. Interesting. It's my PC and I'll play whatever I want. Goblins can't be PCs because they're black-hearted monstrous race. What? Hold on. Please, I just wanna play as my cool character and not as myself. This is my character. I'm a changeling without a set gender. Please use they them pronouns when referring to them. I'll follow her. Can she meal me? Can she use what the f? Sorry. Can she? I misread that, okay. Can she heal me? How are her spell slots looking? Ladies first into the dungeon. Yeah, I don't know what else to say to that besides the fact that it really sucks. Please keep your to yourself. In my pursuit to cure the pestilence, I've studied a great many diseases. My medicinal knowledge is quite vast. Pray tell then, how would you cure this? Bad DMs that force their into the game. Reading that and thinking, the only cure is death for that one. I love my D&D server. 20 in that jokes with a +5 modifier. Not saying I need another mug, but... No, you don't need that mug because it has the modifier on top.
I am Lord Strad von Zarovi. You must be the Paladin.
Lawful Evil wants to tuck you in at night. Being a lawful evil big bad evil guy doesn't mean you don't care about the health and well-being of the little ones in your empire. Remember, they're the future of successful conquests. What is the meaning of this, Richards? Here in Latveria, Doom demands that children always get a good night's sleep. Hi mom. When in Rome, do as the Romans do. Oh god, can you imagine having the modifiers and the values like that in Roman numerals? To be fair, I guess it's not as bad as having the modifier on top, but it's still pretty bad, right? Tip: turn on Canadian captions for TFS abridged episodes for more hilarity. When your alignment doesn't match the party's but your oath fits, you worship the Lord Jesus Christ? Hey, if we're killing Nazis, I'll worship a side of bacon, as long as it's all for a good cause, I guess. Munchkin: a player who stops at nothing, including detracting from the story and from other players' fun, to have the most effective character that they can, so they can be the greatest and win D&D. When people problematize min-maxers, they typically just mean munchkins. The vast majority of players are totally fine with strong characters. They just don't want to play with a selfish player. It's how much damage? 25 AC Paladin versus a DEX save. Yeah, the DEX save wins. Honestly, way worse than power gamers and min-maxers. Wow, the fortune cookies here really are more accurate. Making an intentionally weak character doesn't make you a good roleplayer. It just makes you a drag on the party. I think the jail is taken a bit more literally here. When the bard has no idea how other cultures work and flirts with a drow. You amuse me, I will make you mine. He sees through the illusion and attacks you. Wait, so his passive investigation is a 19? Yes. The drunk town guard with an eye patch. Yes. A reminder to DMs. To see through an illusion, the NPC needs to use an action to make an investigation check. They don't automatically see through the spell. At worst, they waste an action. Don't nerf an entire school because you're lazy. Objects are immune to poison and psychic damage, but not acid. So, sure, I guess? Level 2 Wizard. DM, I don't have knock, and the rogue isn't here, but can I try to melt the lock with Tasha's caustic brew? The rules lawyer devil and rule of cool angel arguing on my shoulder. That's not how the spell works. It sounds weird, but I'll allow it. The rule of cool should definitely be, you know, respected more often. When the DM forgets your racial features. As both the PCs and enemy caster are inches from death, the DM smugly thinking that he can get a TPK. The warlock casts Cone of Cold, my half-orc fighter. Is that not the entire purpose of people that aren't in your game? DMs, the moment they meet someone not in their game. You wanna see some stuff that I'm not supposed to show to anyone? It's basically the secrets of everything in the campaign we're playing. Alright, on that note, we're gonna end the video here, so if you've made it this far, please consider leaving a like and subscribing for more if you haven't already. Also, thank you to everyone supporting the channel on Patreon, I really appreciate it, so thank you so much for the support given there. Links below if you wanna check that out, as well as follow me on any social media and join the Discord server, check out the subreddit and anything else. And yeah, that's it, thanks again for watching and I'll see you next time. Have a great day, bye!